Hello, my friends. In a day's time, or by the time you get to see this, it may be a matter of hours, Prince Philip will be laid to rest. In the past week, it had been one thing on top of the other, though. The Queen seems to hold up well, having temporarily returned to her duties for the retirement ceremony of the Lord Chamberlain, Earl Peel, at Windsor Castle. It is said that Andrew and Fergie visits the Queen twice per day, and that Fergie takes Her Majesty for walks. We saw Charles and Camilla walking among the hordes of flowers, gifts, and cards, looking sad but otherwise holding up. Princess Anne performed a royal duty when she visited sailors on Wednesday at the Royal Yacht Squadron. We have not seen much of Edward and Sophie since Sunday, but we know that Sophie is very supportive of the Queen and that they had been by the Queen's side throughout. So, everyone seems to be holding up well until we get to the Californian royals. As expected, not even the death of an icon could shut the fake royal with the moon bump up. Throughout the week we were fed drips and drabs from Montecito. How Harry misses his wife and child, and the latest, that the wife will commemorate Prince Philip in private. Guaranteed she'll do something on Saturday and make sure that we all know about it. It is just a matter of what she'll do. Will she photograph herself laying a wreath in their garden, or will she donate sandwiches to veterans? We don't know, but I'm sure we will soon find out. And now, with that out of the way, let us talk about the elephant in the room, William and Harry. I cannot, in all honesty, say that I did not expect some kind of discord and trouble. But what I did not expect was that the issue would be about what they will wear to the funeral. It is customary, or the rule, that when a military man retires, he is allowed to wear his medals, as it is honours he had earned while in service. They are, however, not allowed to wear the uniform when they are no longer in active duty. Of course, this is logical. I mean, we saw Sir Tom Moore wearing a dark suit and his medals, and annually we have seen other veterans at the Senator. But folks, when it comes to Harry, nothing is logical, and the man-child who considers himself and his wife to be demigods and the saviours of mankind expects every rule to be bent and broken for them. So poor holy Harry could not stand the thought of being one of the few male relatives not dressed in uniform. So he picked up the phone and whinged. And the result? Well, no one could allow the royal family's favourite dimwit to stick out, could they? No one could allow this man-child to feel left out, could they? So, because of this, no one in the family will be allowed to wear their military uniforms. Not Princess Anne, who has spent the majority of her life serving the British people. Princess Anne, who currently holds the rank of General in the Army, Air Chief Marshal in the Royal Air Force, and Admiral in the Royal Navy. Yes, folks, that Prince Anne will not be allowed to honour her father by wearing a military uniform because it may offend Prince Harry. Never mind that she's still active in numerous military, air force and naval patronages. Never mind that her father was incredibly proud of her. Just forget all of that, because poor Handbag Harry's feelings are way more important. Neither will Prince William be allowed to wear his uniform. We are all just expected to forget and just ignore that he is currently Commodore-in-Chief of HMNB Clyde, Commodore-in-Chief of the Royal Navy Submarine Service, Commodore-in-Chief of Scotland, Honorary Air Commandant of the Royal Air Force, Coningsby, and Colonel of the Irish Guard. And then we are also expected to forget that he will be the king one day. Let us all forget about this, as it will be too painful for Harry if we remember or remind ourselves of that. And last but not least, Prince Charles, whose list of military appointments and patronages are just too long and boring to read out. Yes, that Prince Charles, the future king, will not be allowed to wear any uniform either. It is said that the Winch Fest included Prince Andrew, who wished to wear the uniform of an admiral, as that would have been his next appointment had he not retired. Well, I do not know whether this is true or just Sussex PR spin, but regardless, I've had enough. I find it downright appalling that Her Majesty had deprived the loyal and working royals of the one way they could honour their father and grandfather, who, as we understand, was most proud of their military service, appointments, honours, and their continued hard work to support the country's armed forces. I find it appalling and disheartening that Her Majesty had made this decision in favour of the two royal family members who had brought the most discord and disrepute to the royal family in the last few years. And it saddens me that a man who had been loyal to his wife and queen and country for 73 years is just dismissed like that. It is said that William, who is or was in Norfolk with his wife and children for the spring break, declined to come to Windsor sooner to talk to his brother before the funeral, and I do not blame him. Why should he? At the very least, I respect him for sticking to his convictions, for standing fast, and for not pandering to his whiny celebrity brother's tantrums and demands. It is also said that Peter Phillips, Princess Anne's son, will be placed between the brothers, and that they will not walk, stand, or sit next to each other. This is cool too, as far as I'm concerned. Peter is a grandson of Prince Philip's too, and deserves his place in the procession. So there you have it, folks. I guess it is obvious to you how I feel, and that there is no explanation necessary. I'll make a video after the funeral and discuss commentary, my feelings, and that of other commentators then. Please note that my second video, titled Diana and Dodi, A Fatal Romance, is now available on my website. A link to the video is available in the description box below. And like always, I thank you for being here. I thank you for your support. Please take care of yourselves, and until I see you on the next video, bye.